Alright everybody, welcome back to episode 5 of season 3 on the NeoNetwork server. So I'm going to be honest, I just recorded an entire episode over the course of the last week and I just wasn't happy with the way it came out. I was talking super quiet, pretty low energy because I've been working so much. So I'm just going to scrap that and start over. So let me show you what I did in that episode at least, so you understand what's going on. Probably biggest thing and only really important thing is we have multi-kill 4 on the sword. I'll throw up a clip of me putting that on now. I basically just bought a ton of Bright Scrolls and got the chance of multi-kill 4 book all the way up to 100% after re-rolling it a little bit. I also did quite a bit of farming. Right now, as you can see, I am in the process of breaking all these carrots. But I'm really just working on trying to get my masteries up. I got my sugarcane mastery up to tier 4. Here, let me pop it open real quick. Got sugarcane mastery up to tier 4, carrot mastery is at tier 3, and then potato is at tier 2. I really want to build out another farm. I'm thinking maybe a beetroot, or maybe just a wheat farm. That would probably be the next easiest one to do. Kind of like the carrot and potato farms, just to keep leveling up masteries, and eventually get the farmer's harvester, because that would be pretty sick. The main focus of this episode is definitely going to be trying to get some more enchantments on my sword, and I'd like to even get the mastery pickaxe. I forget what it's called. I don't think I can do that in this episode, but I'm going to keep mining, and I'd like to get that soon and then throw a bunch of really good enchantments on that, because mining this season definitely got buffed with how many sky coins you get. I think that's a really good way to get sky coins now. Also, one other thing that is huge is if you take a look at my XP on the right hand side, I have almost 600,000 XP. That is all from claiming island missions. I realized that I had a whole bunch that I haven't claimed yet, which is perfect for this video because I'm going to be going for some good enchantments on my sword. And I'm going to have to use that XP to re-roll the odds and everything like that, so I think that actually works out really nicely. Before we get into enchantments, first what I'm going to do is vote and sell the vote keys just to get even more money, because right now the money I get from selling them is way better than anything I would get in the crate. I don't think I would get a $5 Bycraft gift card. I never have before. So I'd rather just sell, because that's probably the most valuable thing I would get, and I don't see myself getting that. So I'm just going to take a quick minute to vote and then sell my vote keys, I think, because the money I get from selling the vote keys is a lot better than anything I would actually get in the vote keys, just because people are paying so much who have put a lot more time into building farms and stuff and have the money to actually buy vote keys. And I have my 4 vote keys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sell my vote keys here. Luckily, the shop owner has enough money for 28 million apiece. So now we have over $500 million, over 500 million. That's crazy. Still nowhere even close to Bell Top, but it makes me feel pretty wealthy. Alright, I'm also going to go ahead and break my lucky block, see if we get anything good. Oh, that's sick. Got 4 more vote keys. I'm going to sell everything. Got enchantment books. Let's see if we get anything good. No, I mean, Fisherman 9, I guess I'll save that. I don't see myself fishing. The rest I'm honestly just going to trash because they're not even really worth much. I have so many different hoppers, between mob hoppers, ore hoppers, and crop hoppers. Alright, I'm going to come back to this island and sell my vote keys. Alright guys, I think it's that time. I think it's time to work on enchantments. So, big things I want is a really good sword and a really good bow, and then pickaxe would be good too. But I think that's going to be too many things to focus on. But I really want to get into fighting the dragon again, so I'm going to focus on my sword and bow, because those are definitely going to help the most. So I have a couple good enchants right here. These are all for my sword. So let's see, Dragon Slayer 5, Soul Hunter 5, and Preservation 6. Preservation 6 is almost good to go already at 93%. Alright, I'm going to use the 7% Bright Scroll on Preservation 6 to get that up to 100. Alright, that is now 100%. I'm going to add that onto my Slayer Blade. Now, Dragon Slayer 5 is going to be a really big one, so I'm going to go ahead and re-roll the odds. I typically like to get it up to like 75 or 80%. 80% is definitely ideal, but it depends how much XP I have. There we go, 91. Now I just need plus 9%. And yeah, if you have a really good book, definitely get it up to 100% success chance, because I've had books that are at like 98 or 99% and they just don't work, and it's so much easier just to get it up to 100% than risk losing the book, because these books can be expensive and really hard to get. But I know it can be really tempting when there's like 99% chance. You wonder like, how could it not work? But it definitely can fail. So 100% on Dragon Slayer 5. That's going on. Let's go. And now Soul Hunter 5. I'm just going to go ahead and re-roll this until I get something good. Guys, this isn't working. I've re-rolled this so many times. Look. What is this? What is that? Oh my gosh. I've just gone through 200,000 XP. Okay, 78%. Good enough. That's almost where I started at. It was in the 60s before. That's terrible. Man. Alright, I'm just going to throw all of these on. Alright, I'm gonna buy some more scrolls. Anything good? Oh, I need 3%. Okay, sweet. There's that, and we threw that on. So my sword's getting pretty stacked. I don't know what else I need for fighting the dragon. I think it's mainly just Dragon Slayer 5 is the big one there, which we have. So I really want to get my bow up. Problem is I don't think I have any good bow enchants. So I'm going to take a look through all of these and see if I have anything good. Okay, so I pulled out a couple of good enchants. So we have Dragon Tracker 3 and Fiery Barrage 4. And I'll just ask the chat what good bow, or what are good bow enchants for D-Boss, and see what they say, and then I'll just try and get maxed out enchants for that, so then we can start competing for top 5 and getting some dragon armor. Dragon Hunter 5. 5 looks to be the highest. Yeah, 5's the highest. So 75 mil. Alright, I guess we're getting this one. Sweet. I guess I will reroll it just because it's in the 50s. Can we get something good? Okay, there we go. Finally my luck turned around. Alright, we have Dragon Hunter up to 100%. I'm going to throw Unbreaking on my bow. Max that out. I'm going to buy a Protection Scroll as well. Protection Scroll. Put that on. Throw Dragon Hunter 5 on. Dragon Tracker 3. Do I want to reroll this one? I guess I will. Just because we got so much XP. I shouldn't have to do a lot with XP after this. Come on. Just give me something I can work with. 75. There we go. I'm going to throw these on. Right, here's 5%. Get that up to 100% and throw it on my bow. Sweet. Now, I'm not too worried about Preservation 6 right now, but definitely want to get, hold on. Let's see what's on here. 4, 5. Max seems to be 5. I thought there might have been a 6, but 5 is 100 mil, 200 mil. Yeah, I'm good with the 4 that I have. It's already 82% as well. So let me throw that on and that on. That's 100%. Throw it on my bow, and now we have a fantastic bow. Yeah, I think I'm going to save my Preservation 6 for Pickaxe enchants, which I already have one set aside for that. I'm not too worried about my bow breaking, but I guess if we can do it, we might as well. 90%. Perfect. Gonna buy a couple more Bright Scrolls. I've gone through almost all my Sky Coins now, which is pretty unfortunate. And let's throw it on my bow. Sweet. I think we might actually be ready to fight the dragon, which I was not expecting to do in this episode at all. I thought it was going to take all episode to get all the stuff I needed to get enchants. So that's pretty sweet. I do want to actually quick, before we do anything else, let me check my masteries for mining. I think we need to be tier 1 mastery in 6 of these categories. Dude, we only have it in 1? What? It's only stone? Wow, okay. Kind of close in coal. Yeah, okay. This season I'm so far behind. Next season I am going so hard on the server, and I'm gonna actually put a lot of time in and grind masteries and everything. But it's just been so tough. Wrapping up finals, I just graduated the other weekend, getting everything kicked off for work. I'm going away again for an entire week for work, but all this stuff is only in the beginning of summer, and then it should really slow down like next month. So I'm hoping that I can start putting more time into the... And I'm going to break the lucky block again, see if we can get more vote keys to sell. Oh my god. So many creepers. Okay, luck was definitely not on my side this time. I'm gonna go to the Dragon Boss Arena for the first time. this entire season. And there's already one up there. Wow. Okay, I'm definitely going to keep this to a pretty short episode today, because I have a lot more I want to film and crank out this morning. But before I do end the episode, I want to tell you guys a quick story of my last class of college that I had the other day. So let me turn feet drops off. So I was sitting in class, right? It was like 5 minutes before class. I was sitting there with all my friends, and I got a call. I thought it was a spam call, so I didn't answer it, but the person left a voicemail, and basically what the voicemail said is it was from some girl who also lived in my apartment complex. Never met her, but she basically, in the voicemail, was like, so, I just hit your car, I don't really know what to say, but I'm gonna pay for everything, and I kind of just, like, ripped your front bumper off. And I thought that she was over-exaggerating, right? Because I'm like, okay, my car is parked, it's in one place, there's no way you could possibly hit it that hard. And sure enough, after class when I showed up, the entire front corner of my car was just ripped, and I couldn't even drive my car. My front door wouldn't open. There was something like pressing into the wheel, so I wouldn't even have been able to drive it if I could get in. And I don't know how you hit a car that hard while it's parked. But either way, I wasn't too mad because she called me, right? She could have done a hit and run and just not told me, but she went through the effort of going to the main building in the apartment complex and finding my number just to give me a call and let me know and like work everything out the way we should. So we exchanged insurance info, and I had to go on a work trip later that day actually. So I had to contact the rental car place right away to get a car. And for work, I need to transport ladders and I need room in my car. So the rental car place, I told them that, and they promised me a nice pickup truck. I think it was a Ram 1500 they said I could have, and I had the rental car place pick me up. I thought that sounded great. And when I got there were only 2 cars on the lot. There was a Toyota Corolla, which I definitely didn't want, and a Ram 1500, like they said. So I was like, oh, that's a pretty sweet truck. Can't wait to drive that for a few weeks while my car is getting fixed. I went inside, and the guy behind the desk basically said, oh, you're only 21? You can't rent a truck until you're 25. So long and short of the story is I had to take the little Toyota Corolla that was sitting right next to the nice pickup truck, and I've been driving that for the last few weeks. And I'm still going to be stuck in it for a couple more because my car is taking forever being fixed. But yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Kind of just one thing after another went wrong. I really should have just speed run the Farmer's Harvester, like gotten tier 1 in all of my things, and then started farming for mastery points like I am now. Because right now I feel like I'm wasting time not counting all of these towards a Farmer Harvester, like leveling it up. So I should have just gotten it first and then been using it to do all of this. So I was trying to debate whether or not to sell my pet eggs or use them, because I've been getting a decent amount while I'm mining and farming and everything, or maybe not a decent amount, but definitely getting them at a noticeable rate. And I was going to sell them, but once I found out that you can sell vote keys for almost 30 million a piece, I feel like it's just not worth it, and I'd rather just take the pets. So let me end the episode by opening a pet egg, and then we'll leave it off there. Alright, let's see if we get anything good. Penguin pet, I don't think so. I'll show you guys what pets I do have. So the heart pet seems super good if you're into PvP, but I'm not, so I don't really have a good use for it. Right now I have the mole pet equipped, I think, just for mining. I think that helps out a little bit. And then everything else, I think, really doesn't help me much. Maybe the XP pet if I'm farming mobs, but that's about it. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave off the episode there. I know it was a bit of a shorter one, but we got all the enchants done a lot faster than I thought, and I'm thinking we're gonna grind the D-boss in some future episodes. Now that we have the enchants here, I wanna start grinding that. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.